Hello students, we will be starting with quadrilaterals today. A quadrilateral is a polygon with four sides which we can draw on a plane. The origin of the word quadrilateral is two Latin words like quadri, which means four, and lateral means side. Simply, if we speak about quadrilaterals, it may be a convex quadrilateral or a concave quadrilateral. The interior angles of a simple quadrilateral, what I mean to say, any quadrilateral, it's always 360 degree. Let's first start with a concave quadrilateral. In a concave quadrilateral, one angle as shown here is always more than 180 degree. The other three will be adding up to less than 360 degree minus 180 degree. And here one property, what do we get for a quadrilateral to be diagonal? Joining the opposite vertices. Now if I join this vertex to this vertex, we get inside the figure. And if I join the other two vertices, we get it outside the figure. This is the peculiarity of concave quadrilateral. Now let's go to convex quadrilateral. It's your normal quadrilateral with which we are going to read in detail. The four angles always, as I have mentioned earlier, makes 360 degree. How can we show it? If I join two opposite vertices, it divides either this way or this way to be two triangles, and sum of three angles of any triangle will be 180. Sum of four angles always 360 degree. Now if we like to see the types of quadrilaterals, first one comes with trapezium, next comes parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, square and kite. How do we get this different types of quadrilaterals? Now from any normal quadrilateral, if we go on adding 1 features, we go on getting 1 quadrilateral. Trapezium. If only one pair of opposite sides are parallel, now you can see this side with this side to be parallel. Now the other two sides, if you see as transversal, now on this transversal means on the non-parallel sides, whichever angles are made, they add up to 180 degree. And here for this figure, we do not find any line of symmetry. Yet we have one more type of trapezium, that is called isosceles trapezium. Means the non-parallel sides are equal in length. One pair which are parallel, if we join to the midpoint of the parallel sides, it's having one line of symmetry. Next, coming to parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal and parallel to each other. Diagonals bisect each other and the lengths like AC not equal to BD. But here I will like to mention it is not necessarily always, because the next property will be added to be all the angles 90 degree, where we'll get a rectangle which is also a parallelogram. Hence here we have to mention bisect each other and are not necessarily equal. Now this figure, parallelogram, does not have any line of symmetry. Coming to rectangle, opposites are parallel and equal. Each angle, this is the added property to normal parallelogram, 90 degree as shown in the figure. Diagonals here are equal in length and they bisect each other. Here we get the opposite sides bisecting to be two lines of symmetries. Now coming to one more added feature, that is rhombus. Opposite sides are parallel as well as equal. Hence the opposite angles are also equal. Diagonals may be unequal but are perpendicular and bisect each other. Here we get vertically opposite, means the diagonals are the line of symmetry. If we add to the rhombus one more feature, we get a square. What is that? The quadrilateral with all the sides equal and parallel, angles are 90 degree, diagonals are equal and bisect each other perpendicularly. Here we get four lines of symmetry, that is opposite midpoints joining each other will be one line of symmetry, two lines of symmetry, two diagonals, another two sets of lines of symmetry. So all total four lines of symmetry. Then coming to a special feature, that is kite. Children, here you can observe, if I take the small diagonal to be the base, we get two isosceles triangle. The red color is one isosceles triangle with this base, and the bottom one with the blue is another isosceles triangle. It gives you a kite. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other and we get only one line of symmetry, which is the bigger diagonal. Now if we go to see the relationship between the quadrilaterals, any ordinary quadrilateral, if this is ordinary quadrilateral, if we add a specific property to it, one pair of parallel sides to be unequal and one side equal, that is isosceles. Now from this trapeziums we get parallelograms, then comes rectangle, from where we get rhombus from parallelogram as well as squares. That means if I go in opposite way, squares are trapeziums, rhombus, rectangle as well as parallelograms. But the opposite is not true. A trapezoid cannot be a square, whereas a square is a trapezium. Similarly, a rhombus is also a trapezium as well as a parallelogram. The figure explains you, which I have already shown you here. A rectangle is also a parallelogram as well as a trapezium, as a whole a quadrilateral. But the opposite is not true.